what's up, and welcome back or to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Sammy. I post videos here on YouTube every week about college, fashion, lifestyle content. So if you enjoy that, please subscribe, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow and hopefully expand this little family that we have going on here. This video, obviously you guys can tell by the title, is going to be about college musical theater because I am a sophomore. Ooh, that's so weird to say, because the last time I filmed a video on this, I said rising sophomore, and now I'm actually a sophomore in college, gonna be a junior! Anyway, if you've clicked on this video, you probably watched my The Truth About College Musical Theater video. That did really well on my channel. If you haven't already, I'll leave it right here in the card, or here. Today's video, I'm going to be answering your questions and giving some more tips and advice on if you are interested in pursuing this career, or if you are kind of confused and don't know if you want to do like acting or musical theater, or you really love the University of Michigan Musical Theater Department, then this video is for you. A lot of you guys DM'd me, which I love, and commented down below on all of my recent videos. I'm going to be answering your questions, giving some more tips and advice, and yeah, let's get into it! So I wrote down all of your questions, put them in the notes app on my phone so I can do them in a really good order that I think will be beneficial for all of you. So let's start off with the first question. Just a disclaimer, some of these questions are specific to the University of Michigan's Musical Theater Department, but also some of them are pretty broad. So the first question is, what does a normal day at UMich look like pre-COVID and during COVID? Pre-COVID, obviously, we had in-person classes. I actually have 2 or 3 videos up on my YouTube channel. I think one was College Week in My Life freshman year, and recently I did a day in my life of a Michigan musical theater major, and I think I also had first week of online classes as an MT, so I will leave those in the description box as well as up here, and you guys can go click on them because I think that gives you kind of like an idea of how it was before and after, but I'll just talk to you guys a little bit about that. We have a block schedule. We have some classes on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then different classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Fridays I would just have like random things that I would have going on. Last semester on Thursdays, those were my really busy days. I had ballet, Styles 1. I was in ballet 3 because I took ballet 1 and 2 freshman year. Ballet 3 from 9 to 10:30, 10:30 to 12 I had Styles 1, and then I would go home and I had music theory from 1 to 2:30, then I would have my voice lesson from 2:30 to 3, and then I would have my English class from 4 to 5:30. Yeah, so those are my busy days. That kind of gives you an idea of what it looked like. The only thing that we had in person were dance classes, and obviously those were masked and socially distanced. But that is what my day would look like during COVID. Next question, is the atmosphere really competitive or is it supportive? I would say that it is 100% supportive, not at all competitive. I think a lot of people have this idea on the top like musical theater programs like Michigan, Carnegie, I don't know, what's another one, like Penn State, and they think that, oh, they're like cutthroat and they're competitive and stuff like that, but they're really not. I can only speak from my experience, but I even visited some of these schools and they just seemed really supportive, and I think the theater community is a really loving and supportive and kind community that these programs reflect on that. I heard from others before I even auditioned for Michigan that like, oh, Michigan's so competitive. I think that's what it like used to be a long time ago. Like, but that's everywhere. I think everyone, it just depends on the person. You have to go into these programs and be kind and respectful. If you come into these programs and you're like, oh, I'm the best of the best, I'm better than all of you, then obviously you're not going to be liked, and you're going to think that this program is competitive, and that's your mindset. But if you walk into an audition or these programs with a healthy mindset, like know your worth, know your talent, know that you're good, but show off confident, but also like be kind. That is what we need more of in the world, and I think it's all up to you. But no, Michigan is not competitive at all. The atmosphere is great, positive. I think the only time it would ever get competitive is not even competitive, but just like we switch our mindset to when we're doing our U-Prods. We have audition season in the fall and then also in the winter right in the beginning, so they can cast all of the productions and shows. So that's the only time I think it would ever get a little bit competitive. I don't even think like during audition season that it's competitive, because that's what we signed up for. Like, we signed up for this career. We signed up to audition for all of these places, and in the future when we graduate, that's our job. We're gonna be auditioning every single day, every single week. So I don't think that it's competitive at all. I love my friends, I love the community, everyone's so great and so welcoming, even when you're auditioning, even once you get in. Like, they're nice to you from the start, so I really appreciate that, and I think you will too. So now that we're on the topic of teamwork, I wanted to talk about today's sponsor. Thank you to HiPDF for sponsoring today's video. If you know me and you know my channel, you know that I love HiPDF, and they recently came out with the HiPDF Wondershare Document Cloud. So when you first open the Document Cloud official website, you will see that there are two core features: cloud storage and electronic signature. You will want to click the free trial or to cloud button to access the page. I already made my account, so I'm logged in. You can upload any documents to the cloud and download them from any device, and also send documents for electronic signature. If you click on the Sign tab, it shows you how to request signatures, do a bulk send, and access the template feature. If you go back to the Document tab under Sign Documents, there are several buttons to access specific sections of your signed documents. There are also new team and business features. The first one is the Team Administration Center that you can access by clicking on your profile and then clicking on the Team tab. If you manage a team, you can access it from here, and you can also share templates with your team. To review analytics and reports from your team, you can go and click on your profile again and click on the Reports button, and this will take you to the Reports tab. It will give you the user activity report and also your team's reports. I highly recommend this product. I've really enjoyed using it, as you guys can see from the video, and I've worked with HiPDF in the past, so you guys know that I'm honest. I don't collab with everyone who emails me. If you click the second link in the description box, you can get the Document Cloud for 50% off if you subscribe now. So be sure to click that link in the description box, and thank you again, HiPDF, for working with me on this video. Next question. Does Michigan cut? No. If you guys are not familiar with the term cut, basically it means that after a certain amount of time at your school or program, you get reevaluated. You kind of re-audition for the program, and they either decide whether to keep you or cut you. I know some programs like celebrate that and the fact that they cut like half of the class, which I just don't like. I don't think that's good, because what if I feel like I've grown and then they don't see that I've grown, and then I'm cut and I've lost all of that money towards that school? I don't love that. So no, Michigan does not cut. I don't think they ever have cut, and I really don't think they ever will. Let's see, next question. What was your level in all three disciplines? So I don't really want to go too deep into that, because I really don't believe that me telling you guys this will be beneficial for you and your audition season. For example, if I say I've had X amount of years in ballet, and let's say I'm a ballerina, which I'm not, but let's just say I am, how is that helpful? Like, how's that beneficial? Because everyone in the program has different amounts of training. I started singing when I was 7, and I started voice lessons when I was 8. I started classical, and then I switched to pop, contemporary, and then I started singing in Spanish and like pop contemporary mainly, and then I started doing musical theater when I was in middle school. So I don't know how old I would be, like 12, 13. And I didn't even do musical theater for like prepping for this career. Really, I did musical theater because I enjoyed it and I loved it, and I loved to sing and I loved to act, so I would just do it for fun. It wasn't until my junior year where I took it seriously, and I was like, oh, I don't think I want to do just singing. I think I want to do musical theater, so I started acting more. So even in acting, I think I've only had 2 or 3 years of training in acting. I did cheer and dance team for 3 years, and then I continued cheer all the way until the end of my sophomore year. That's a little bit about my training. I didn't train dance in the ballet studio for like 7 years. Like I said in my past videos, I'm a strong mover, not a dancer, but I love to dance and I love to move. So that's a little bit about me. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. I know so many people who haven't had any training and like get into these rigorous and top musical theater programs. So it really doesn't matter how much you've trained. I think it's just your discipline, your hard work, and I don't even think you have to have a full resume to get into these programs. Like my resume was pretty small, and I know that some people have like their long lists of credits and even Broadway credits because yeah, like there are kids in these programs who have been on Broadway, but I don't think that matters. It just, you have to stand out. You gotta be yourself, be kind, and have fun. What did you wear for auditions? So this was a question that I had when I was going into my audition season. I wore a blue leotard with tights and a black skirt. And then for some auditions, I think I wore the same leotard or a different color leotard. I had two, burgundy and blue. And because those are like the colors that really look good on me. And then I wore yoga pants or like dance pants, like the flared ones that are tight on the top and then like kind of flare out on the bottom. I purchased ballet shoes and jazz shoes. I already had ballet shoes, but I needed new ones, so I got those. And then I already had jazz shoes from dance team, so I just used those. That's what I wore for college auditions, dance portion. And then for the singing and acting portion, I wore dresses. Wear what you are comfortable in. I saw girls wearing beautiful overalls and really nice flared pants. I feel really comfortable in a dress. I saw girls with like really pretty skirts, and then some guys with like ties, but then also some guys with like those button-up shirts, and then also some really nice sweaters. So it really just depends on you. Wear what you feel comfortable in because you don't want to be uncomfy in a room. I suggest wear what you want to wear. If you want to wear jeans, wear jeans. I think it is more of like a formal attire event, so but if jeans make you feel comfortable, go for it. I wore, again, a blue and a burgundy outfit. I wore a really pretty burgundy Macy's dress that I saw other girls in, so shout out. It has like a bow in the back. And then I think I also wore another blue, a blue dress, like a royal blue, because that looks really good on me, and I think it was like short sleeve. Because sometimes the hotels can be cold, and I auditioned at New York City Unifieds and Chicago Unifieds, so it was chilly, that is for sure. How are the academics at UMich? Can you double major and can you minor? So, like I said, academics are required. They're not, I don't want to go into too much detail in the curriculum because I guess it's different for every program, but specifically for Michigan, English credits are required. Like even if you come in with AP scores, you still have to take English because Michigan has a different English program. We have to take a lower level writing and then an upper level writing, and I got those out of the way. So now I'm done with English, which is great. I am double minoring for now, I don't know, but I'm double minoring in performing arts management and entrepreneurship, and then also minoring in composition or musical theater composition because I like to write. But I don't know if I will be double minoring. I think I may just minor. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. But yes, it is possible. You can double major and you can double minor or just minor. It is very, very possible. Advice for someone that has no experience in MT, dance lessons, training. My advice, I think, would be to take a few classes if you can. There are also a bunch of YouTube videos, so you don't even have to take classes, especially now that we're in, a pandemic and we shouldn't be gathering with so many people. Definitely look at YouTube videos. I'll link some below. I'll also link a great app called Ballet Lite and also some Instagram ballerinas that I follow that give free ballet classes on Instagram. Like they'll do Instagram lives or they'll just post videos, and they'll also do private coaching online. So I'll leave those in the description box below, and I think that just taking a few dance classes is really helpful, just like 1 or 2, and stretch every day, just do that because you can do that on your own. I don't think a coach is necessary. But for someone like me who had no idea what I was getting into, I found it really, really helpful. So I always recommend that if you can afford it in your budget. If not, I think there are some really great YouTube videos again. So YouTube is your number one source. Reach out to friends. I think reaching out to friends is also really, really helpful and beneficial. Reach out to people who have graduated from your high school and are pursuing MT and ask them if you can ask them questions or if they have any monologue suggestions or song suggestions. I think that could be really helpful and beneficial, but don't be that person who's like, hey, you're my type and I'm wondering what you did and sang for your auditions, because that's just not a good idea. Don't do that. No school does the types anymore. Don't reach out to someone and be like, hey, I'm Hispanic and you're Hispanic, so give me what you sang, because then that means I'm gonna get in, because that is not how it works at all. They accept you for who you are. If they like you, if they like your talent, if they think that you would do great in this program, that is how you get into these programs. So just be yourself. Another tip, read plays, and if you like the plays and you find a monologue in there, use that monologue. Just make sure that it works for you, and make sure that you're not reading for like a 65-year-old woman, you're reading for someone who is in their 20s or 15 range, I don't know, 15 to 20-year-old. How are scholarships at UMich? I don't think I can answer this question. It really is individualized. It's based on your need, how much these programs want you. Unfortunately, that is how it goes sometimes. So it's different for everyone. Have you ever felt discriminated in any way for being Latina on campus? No. UMich is a predominantly white institution, but I've never felt discriminated. There have been problems in the past, but that's like most musical theater programs. Like, to be real and to be frank, these programs don't have a lot of diversity. They have an okay amount. Yes, like our program is not as diverse as it should be and as it could be, but I think we're getting there, and baby steps. We've had DEI conversations and we've brought in people to just talk about how we can be, how as POCs can navigate these conversations and also not be the ones who are teaching our white peers and white faculty how to do this, because it is not our job to do that. We just got to be hopeful and continue supporting and raising our voices for the BIPOC community, especially in the theater department. I'll link below a great Instagram page on Pace University, and their students have created like this video series on Instagram. I'll link it down below, where they talk about their experiences as POCs in the musical theater department of Pace University, specifically for that school, but also just kind of like navigating that, because I think that's really great. It doesn't just happen at Pace, it happens everywhere. I'm sure it's happened at Michigan, and obviously I came at a great time where there's a lot of change that's coming. Change is coming and it's gonna be good. Next question, is the city interesting? How's the nightlife? City is very interesting. Our campus is the Ann Arbor campus, so there's a lot of nightlife. There's great restaurants, amazing food, mwah, and I think it's just amazing. I love my city, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Ann Arbor is great. Is it always cold? How is the weather? So the weather is weird because climate change and global warming, but freshman year it got cold pretty fast. It got cold in October, so summer was over by the end of September, which like that's how it should be. But this year it was quite different. I don't think it really got cold until I left, and I left because I'm back home now, and I left right before Thanksgiving. So like the 20-something, like the 21st, I think I left. And it wasn't that cold. I didn't pull out my parka. I tolerate it. You just gotta get your good boots and a good parka and you're all set to go. And obviously a scarf and a hat and gloves because, yeah. But it does get cold, but it's not that bad. in the beginning. That wraps up today's video. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button down below. It really helps my channel grow, and I would really appreciate it. Leave any questions that you have down in the comments below, or DM me, follow me on Instagram at samanthaarioss. I post there frequently. Well, I'm going to be posting there frequently. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it helped answer some questions that you guys had on the college musical theater audition process and college musical theater journey. I love you guys so much. Los quiero mucho. Muchos besos. You are a light in this world. Mwah. Bye, guys.
Woke up at 11 o'clock. I ain't got no job. What the hell should I do today? This feel like some